We're here today to talk about acceptance sampling. What is that, you ask? I'll tell you. Acceptance sampling is used when companies have to test a large sample of products, but testing each product individually is not time or cost effective, or it causes destruction to the product. To avoid this, they test one or two products from the lot and decide based off of those if they want to accept or reject the lot. Here's an example to help you understand how acceptance sampling relates to the modified single sampling plan. Let's say a factory receives a lot of 100 fireworks and they have to test them to decide whether to accept the lot and move it on to sales or reject it and scrap the entire lot. Since the only way to test fireworks is to use them, which is destructive to the product and not cost efficient, the worker decides to use MSSP, the modified single sampling plan. Here's how it works. The worker will test a random small amount of samples out of the lot. These samples are categorized as either non-defective, non-critical, or critical. If it's non-defective, that means that there's nothing wrong with the product and it passes all evaluation and inspection. If it's non-critical, that means that there is a defect, and though it doesn't reduce the usability of the product, it's beyond the defined quality standard. If it's a critical defective, that means that there's a defect that's likely to result in producing an unsafe condition or contravene mandatory regulation. These automatically fail inspection. If the number of critical defectives is less than the agreed accepted number, and the number of both critical and non-critical defectives added together is less than a separate agreed accepted number, then they accept the lot. Otherwise, they reject it. In this example, the worker decides to test out 5 out of the 100 fireworks. The first sample is non-defective and passes all inspection. The second sample turned out to be a non-critical defective. The third sample is also non-defective. The fourth one passes all inspection as well. And the fifth one is also non-defective. The factory decided that the first accepted number has to be less than or equal to 1 critical defective, and the second accepted number has to be less than or equal to 2 non-critical and critical defectives. According to their accepted numbers and the equations from the previous slide, the sample lot passes both tests, and therefore the lot will be accepted. And that's all you need to know about the modified single sampling plan.